I'm gonna put I'm gonna put Kansas City at number 5 right now. Um, I think the defense needs some work. I think the offense is fine. You still got Patrick Mahomes. You still got Andy Reid. Um, they just made a move for Kadarius Toney. I know a lot of people are high on it. I'm still got to see it to believe it. But if anybody can get something out of nothing, it's Patrick Mahomes. So I'll put the Kansas City Chiefs at number 5. At number 4, oh man, this is a tough one. I went back and forth. I'll put actually, you know what? I want to make a correction. I'm gonna put Minnesota number 5. I apologize. I put Minnesota number 5 because I just forgot about them. I put Kansas City number 4, and I switched them because I believe in Patrick Mahomes over Kirk Cousins. Number 3, I'm gonna put the Dallas Cowboys. I really like how the team is rolling now. I think Dak Prescott is just going to get better with more time going. Him and CeeDee Lamb looked like they had a better connection this week. Blake Jarwin getting healthy. Zeke rested. He's going to be back. I love that 1-2 punch of the power back and the explosive back. The O-line is just getting better with time. Still got Micah Parsons, who's an elite defender. Trayvon Diggs, Leighton Vander Esch, DeMarcus Lawrence. You guys know the story. Number 2, I'm going to put the Buffalo Bills, even though that just felt like venom coming out of my mouth because of how much I despise the Buffalo Bills and how happy those Bills teams, the fans are now. What do you got to say, John? Go ahead, Mr. Pittsburgh fan.
Jay Ray, he's setting up Carolina at number 1. That's what he's doing here.
Yeah, PJ Walker's the guy, man.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at BestStamp. When it comes to sports betting, BestStamp is changing the game. You want to maximize your return, and with the BestStamp app, all you have to do is download it and sign up on their different affiliate sportsbooks, and you can see all the best odds given straight to you in one single place. The visual tools are very helpful, and by the end of the year, you can use it for accounting. You can get all the analytics that you'll need so that you can bet like a pro. Be sure to use our referral code at WISEGUYS, WISEGUYS. Thank you to BetStamp for supporting us, and as always, back to the show.
And bring Baker Mayfield's name up. That was John, and then he wants to criticize me. I didn't even say a word, but okay. And then the number 1 team is the undefeated team. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. I always believe if you're going to make a ranking, even if you don't believe that the Philadelphia Eagles are the best team, they're undefeated. They've got no losses, so you got to put Philly number 1. That's my top 5.
My biggest gripe with your top 5 is you don't believe in Kirk Cousins. You don't believe in the Vikings that much. The 49ers should be in that top 5, especially after that showing this past weekend.
Oh, they're 4-4.
Mamma mia. Super Mario has spoken.
They're 4-4.
And did you see what they look like with CMC completely in the hole?
Busted. We know that they beat up on the Rams.
That's the Rams, bro. That's your defending Super Bowl champion.
Yes, and they did it last year.
Swept. They just swept.
They did it last year.
Not only that, they looked scary. Jimmy G was playing great football. CMC dominating. George Kittle's back. He's healthy.
He's playing great football. It's pretty easy to play great football when you got, playmakers everywhere to just throw the ball to. No, I'm not putting San Francisco number 5. They are 4-4, Justin. Who are you taking out? So you're taking Kansas City out of the top 5?
Minnesota out of the top 5, and I'm not even hesitating.
You're taking Minnesota, who's 6-1 right now.
Who cares? If they were to go head to head, who are you going to pick in a
That's not what we're arguing right now. We're not arguing that. We're not arguing that. We're arguing who is the best team right now.
Who's the better team?
And the record says that they're 4-4. They've got losses that are terrible. They lost to the Broncos, my guy.
Okay. Shit happens. But
yeah, and it kept happening 4 times. They're 4-4. They're 500. You want me to put them in a top 5 list? Come on, man. All my teams 0, 1, 2, 2, 1. And you
Yeah,
want
but
me to put a
you
four
know,
and
the thing
four
is with
team
top fives, it shouldn't just go to the
that
team with the best records. Just because they have the best records doesn't necessarily make them the best teams. They've had favorable schedules. Maybe they've been healthy, as the 49ers have
Justin,
not been. The 49ers are healthy right now, and they just beat the brakes off of the former champions,
and they
which to me
they do
was one of
that.
the more dominating performances of the NFL season that proved to me
It's
the
not.
49ers are still a threat.
They do that though. They did it last year. They did it the year before. They do that to the Rams. Kyle Shanahan owns Sean McVay, except for that one playoff game. That
Okay,
nobody
but I'm saying
talking about.
coming off of a loss like the one you had at home to the Chiefs, and then going on the road into LA, beating that team handedly while you turn that stadium into your own home field, which is awesome in itself. Like I said, the 49ers
Justin,
team looked like they were clicking.
Justin,
And I wouldn't be surprised if they don't lose a single game for the rest of the
they've
season.
got 3 losses to teams that are what, under 500. They lost to the Falcons, the Bears, and the Broncos.
We talk it's a football saying, any given Sunday. It happens. Every team is beatable. This might be the most bipolar NFL season of all time that I've seen in a long time. Since when are we talking about the Jets and the Giants are both in playoff position? It's just an odd season.
It's the consistency. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that, but it's the consistency. They've lost 4 times. I'm not putting a team that is 4-4 in the top 5.
Are you putting the Titans into the top 5? Because they are running the ball at an insane level.
No,
and
because I'll take
defense is
Kirk
always
Cousins
underrated.
10 times over Ryan Tannehill.
Well, even if it's Malik Willis, they're still found way. Okay,
Or
fine.
Malik
They
Willis.
beat the
Whatever.
Texans. Okay, I shouldn't use. They beat the worst team in football. I shouldn't do that.
Come on. I mean, I don't know. Justin's got an affinity for Jimmy G, but it's okay.
I love the 49ers.
Brandon, what stat matters the most?
Winning. And they're 4-4.
Jimmy G's working his way back off of off-season surgery. He literally didn't even have a playbook in the off-season. He's being integrated in. He's getting comfortable. No preseason reps. Took the guy some time to ramp up. And for as much as we hate Jimmy, he's going to win you games as well in the regular season. He's good enough to do so.
I don't hate Jim. I don't hate anybody.
You're an over-realist, I think. I think sometimes you're a little bit too critical of a guy that is more than capable of leading this team to like a number 1 seed.
He's a serviceable starting quarterback. He's a game manager. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less.
But he's like by far the perfect. In my eyes, he's almost the perfect game manager.
Alex Smith is the perfect game manager.
I think you disrespect Alex Smith every time you give him that label.
I don't.
He changed franchises.
No,
Game managers don't change. Yeah, look what he did at Kansas City. He made them a perennial playoff team, and he was about to do the same exact thing.
Yeah, it wasn't Andy
Washington.
Reid, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce.
But
it was
who
Alex
helped
Smith.
develop those tight
Andy
ends, the
Reid.
receivers? There were
Andy
years.
Reid.
I think you kind of forget, like many people, Alex Smith's first season, he did not have Tyreek Hill. They didn't have a receiver catching touchdown passes, and they're still winning games. Alex Smith is one of the most disrespected quarterbacks just because of his slow start in San Francisco.
Jimmy G. I mean, I'm not disrespecting him. He's way better than I would take Alex Smith over Jimmy G any day. That's my top 5, and I'm sticking to it. All right. There's no changing. I'm not putting a 4-4 team, 500 team. That's not even first place in their goddamn division in the top 5.
They will be. They will.
Yeah, they will be. All right. Yeah, we know it.
Seattle's gonna win it?
No, I'm just joking with you. Seattle's gonna win it. I don't know. Geno Smith looking pretty damn good. Huh? Looks better than Jimmy Garoppolo.
I agreed with the teams in your top 5.
He does, Justin. Come on. He does. Geno Smith is looking a lot better. I mean, he is throwing beautiful passes.
Okay, but we're also talking about a guy that had an off season.
Come on, man. You didn't expect Geno Smith to do this.
You're putting me in a position to discount Geno, which I don't want to do, because I respect him a ton. I love what they're doing in Seattle. But realistically, we all know 49ers are much better than the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, collectively as a team, 100%. But Geno Smith is playing better than Jimmy Garoppolo.
Honestly, Jay Ray, I don't know how much of a gap there is between the Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers, because that Seahawk team is complete. That draft they had was the best in football. And the offensive rookie of the year, and Kenneth Walker, and going off all those things, and address your boy Mafi, they really might be on the same level as the Niners.
Yeah.
They
I
played
mean, we
them.
should bring up the fact that the 49ers did smack the Seahawks by 20
That's what I
points
was
apiece
going to
too.
say.
Yeah.
27
I
to
mean,
7.
yeah.
I think the 49ers
But it will
are
be a
a lot
different
better.
game, Justin. You have to admit it will be a different game in December 15th in Seattle on Thursday night. It'll be a different game.
Maybe so.
That was week 2 of the season, so I kind of chalked it up a little bit to a fluke. I mean, the Seahawks had 25 rushing yards in the game, abandoning the run. I think they're a much better team now than what they were 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
All right.
But other than that, Brandon, yeah, the Chiefs, they're top 2. And honestly, they may not be 2. That's just my take on Kansas City.
Got Drizzy Drake out here, yo.